What is up, Game Junkies? We are back for episode 6 of You Heard It Here First. And of course, Gamer Ahmer is here. How's it going?
Howdy, howdy. I'm here.
Doing pretty good. I know you're not feeling great.
Trying my best here.
Yeah, so we got some big news this week, actually, as of today. And as predicted, we had both forgot to shout out the sponsor, actually. Let me switch over to that, interrupt myself. And of course, we've got, again this week, timelessgamer.net. Timelessgamer.net exists to inform and enlighten video game enthusiasts of all kinds. And this week we had an article, Doom 2 delivers more gate than before. So this goes over some of the stuff with Doom 2, and it's a pretty interesting read here. If you're an id Software fan, you'll definitely enjoy this article, and they have all kinds of other ones like it. We'll go ahead and get started. Back to where I was talking about. We had today announced early this morning that a Nintendo Direct is happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. And then also, just a few hours ago, they confirmed PlayStation State of Play, which the rumors have been going on for a week, saying, hey guys, this is going to happen same day. They said Thursday. I'm sure all the stuff that has been, kind of out there on Reddit and I've seen all over Facebook is probably true. I mean, not guessing, but apparently knowing that they're going to happen the same day is pretty odd. Like, the person's got to have a real insider scoop for that.
Yes, exactly. But we're all excited because we are PlayStation and Nintendo fans. Sorry, Xbox.
Nintendo, we're Nintendo YouTubers. So. Yeah, no, it's very interesting. I was thinking, so we dropped the video this morning, and I had some additional thoughts on top of that. But if you haven't seen that yet, definitely check that out after. I think that I think we're gonna get like a Mario sports game. I don't think we're getting anything like crazy. I think a Mario sports game is probably on the table. There are a few other things that were talked about and kind of rumored, like a new F-Zero or F-Zero GX remastered.
Either or. Any are fine. Yeah. But they are missing their opportunity by not including that much sooner. But if we can get it now, I'll forgive them.
Dang, I look pretty small in that camera. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it would be great. But there was also... I saw, it's hard to say, like, both could happen for all we know, but I saw about them doing an F-Zero 99.
Huh.
Which would be cool, but it'll be digital only and timed. It'll take it away. But it'd be fun while it's there, I guess. How cool would that be, racing with 99 other people in F-Zero, though?
That would be pretty crazy, I would think.
Yeah, no, I think so as well. I think it'd be pretty interesting. But I did pull up an article here. Actually, I gotta switch it over. That shows a little bit about just talking about some of the speculations or things that have been put out there, and I'll pull that up now and read that for. Oh, maybe. Still figuring out this restream stuff. As I'm pulling this up, one of the other things that was kind of talked about was Trace Memory getting a remake. I assume remake because it's a DS game. It'd be pretty hard to remaster on the Switch.
Yeah.
But that's pretty interesting because that is not anything I've ever heard anyone talk about. So I think it'd be pretty cool. This article here... It's going over talking about Princess Peach, the game, and apparently some DLC. I'm not sure what the DLC is for. But there was a name that was thrown out there that I heard somewhere for the Peach game. This one doesn't say. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, that's one that I've pretty much seen everywhere. Getting a new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, which I don't care a ton about, but they're kind of cool, but they're puzzle games at the core. I'm not like, have you played any of those?
They're pretty challenging. The couple that I've played, they're fun, and I like it because it's Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
That would definitely help if we got another one of those. But I'm more excited about hearing on F-Zero.
Yeah, so let's see what this article. Oh, stop that. What this article has to say about that. So yeah, this one's talking about F-Zero 99 or something similar. What not to expect. Obviously, Switch 2 stuff. This one actually doesn't go over the GX stuff, but I've heard the rumblings of that all week. And that came from the same person that dropped the Nintendo Direct State of Play stuff, I believe. So it's pretty likely. I guess like going back to the GameCube stuff, they did do Prime. They remastered Prime. And I feel like we're probably going to get Prime 2 because Prime 4 is around the corner. That's probably a Switch 2 thing. You think we'll hear anything about that tomorrow?
I'm not really too sure. I feel like it's possible, but every time that, we want something, it seems that they do the opposite.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So I'm not really getting my hopes up on everything, but I am hoping for F-Zero, but I've said that every single time.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We haven't gotten a game since GX, so it's been a minute. I mean, it's pretty wild. We got some people in here. Shout out. We got Dan's in here. Hello. Chase is in here. 3D Donkey Kong game, please. Very unlikely, but that'd
anything
be pretty
Donkey Kong would be great.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I think the Mario versus Donkey Kong. Like, I feel like if they do announce that, it's probably an eShop exclusive game.
Probably.
I feel like it would be just because those games, very hard to fill like full game material. I played one and then Minis March again on the DS, so I played through two of them. I think I had the one, whatever 3 is. I think it was on maybe 3DS. I think there was another one 3DS. Might have been an eShop game. I can't remember. Like on the 3DS, something. But they're interesting. I just don't. Could that be a $60 game?
I would hope not.
Yeah. Okay. See, so I think it's gonna be eShop because I just don't know how they do that. But who knows? Maybe it was like some online or. Which is pretty unlikely. Willie's in here as well. F-Zero game would be pretty cool. Chase saying probably Mario Baseball. I would love that. That'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, another sports title, but the fun one.
Yeah. No, I would love to get that or basketball because I like the Mario basketball games. 3-on-3 and then Mario Sports Mix, I think it's called, on the 3DS. Those were really fun. Matt Asher Gaming saying hi all. Edwin's Video Games, what's up? Dan saying maybe one of the GameCube games. It's remastered. That's my prediction. That'd be awesome for sure. I'd love that. I'm all for pulling from the GameCube and giving us some polished stuff. For certain games, I think probably. Prime was done very well. That was it looked like it pretty much could have been a game that released on Switch. It looked really good, so I think that'd be pretty cool. What's you got any other predictions, thoughts, hopes?
Pretty much just F-Zero, and then like you were thinking too, like a Mario sports title of some sort. Just because there's so many options that they could do, and I feel like it's due time.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think so too. I'm pretty much up for anything we got. I've been disappointed with the few that we've gotten on the Switch. They just feel pretty lackluster. The soccer game was like bare bones, which is unfortunate because I really liked Strikers on the GameCube.
Yeah, I love Strikers.
Yeah, if they do it right, I'm all in. But if they give us what they the last couple Mario sports games that we've had, I don't know that I'd care. It'd have to be like a discount buy or something like that. Perhaps any Mario Kart news, not a sequel, but maybe a bonus wave or two. I can't predict anything on Mario Kart anymore. I haven't played the last 2 packs. I've got them, but I haven't played them yet. So I don't know what tracks they would add. I mean, racers, like actual characters, I don't know. It would have been cool to get some movie version characters in the game. That'd be pretty sweet. Tech Buzz, I think Brandon should have covered the Apple event. I think that's more important, especially when his phone freezes. He that's something we're going to talk about, though. I do want to definitely talk about that because I was pretty mind blown by all that stuff. F-Zero NX Switch code name AW1. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Howdy,
Uh,
howdy.
yeah, to add on the Mario Kart news, I don't know what else. Like, I'm not sure what characters they could add in. It's pretty much fair game with Nintendo now. Like
Hmm.
Nintendo characters, we got Link in there, and I'd love to see probably like Samus would be cool. You're mind blown by a phone that works. No, sir. Actually, before we go to the state of play, let's dive into that real quick while thinking about it. So I'll pull something up, but essentially, the new iPhone is going to have ray tracing and is going to be able to play. They showed Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is
Wow.
an unreleased game running on it natively, 60 frames per second with ray tracing, 4K, which is crazy. I mean, just absolutely insane. Resident Evil remake, Resident Evil 4 remake, was shown running on there as well. It's just crazy stuff. Like ray tracing on a phone is pretty mind blowing. I'm not necessarily like a high tech guy, but ray tracing is really cool, and I love it in the new consoles. I think it's really interesting stuff. We're getting to the point where we can have a console and our phone and something that slim. Yeah, it's crazy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You cut out for a second.
Oh,
Turned into a lag bot. Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, for people that want the on the go gaming, like, do you even need a handheld anymore? For certain people, of course, a dedicated device is something that's always going to be wanted. But I wonder if they are heading in the direction of potentially making like a dedicated handheld device.
yeah, that'd be interesting because we all know about the really expensive VR or whatever it was going to be
Yeah,
that they were talking about. So I wonder if they are going to dive into that.
yeah. I do wonder. I mean, we had the Apple Pippin. It did phenomenal, sold gangbusters, but I don't know if they could outdo that. Look, Apple's latest iPhone Pro will hit stores on September 22nd, so the end of this month. Actually, it's a week and a half essentially. Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4, Death Stranding are expected to arrive on the device later this year.
Wow.
Surprisingly, Assassin's Creed and Mirage, the next entry in the long-running Stabby Stab Stab series, will also land on the iPhone just a little later than its October 5th release on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. That's crazy. Yeah, that's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I'm curious to know a little bit about it. I probably won't be following it, but I am curious to know about it.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
if it's
I
worth noting.
right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I have a hard time playing on mobile because like I'm getting notifications, but I turn it off. Then I'm like, I'm missing all these
Yeah,
notifications. It's just,
distracted.
yeah,
It's like it's too much in your hand. Like it's just people are trying to message, you get all the notifications. If you disable it, then you get distracted by the game, then you're upset when you get off and you see like 100 notifications. You can't really like
yes,
focus in. You got to keep like checking, and sometimes like the updates don't really do it all well, so
yeah. No,
it's just a lot.
I'm there too. It's I haven't played really any games on my phone since I've had like this one, so I don't know. It's interesting. I think that's going to implement into other things though, as well as like video stuff,
Yeah.
which is pretty important to me because that's pretty much how I watch all of anything that I do. Like any YouTube is on my phone essentially. Um, any of that stuff, editing stuff like that. That means that Switch 2 should be ultra impressive too. Yeah, I thought that at first too. I had that thought, but then
Uh,
I realized, that the Apple chip is proprietary. Like that's their chip. Um, I, I just don't know that it would work the same way. They're using NVIDIA for the Switch 2 like they did Switch 1. Things don't work quite the same, but they do have DLSS on NVIDIA, so it's hard to say. But I think the Switch 2, we're getting rumors that it's going to be just below the power of the current consoles, which I'm getting to the point where I can buy that a little
Yeah.
more. Because before we were hearing, oh, it's gonna be like a PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible.
But we won't hear anything about that tomorrow, right? I mean, I don't think
No
so.
way.
It's 40 minutes tomorrow. They say
Yeah,
tune in September 14th at 7 a.m., which would be 10 a.m. here,
right.
for a live stream. Roughly 40 minutes of information focused on Nintendo Switch games releasing this winter. So it's just strictly going to be, video games that are up and coming. It doesn't seem like we're going to get any hints or nods to any new devices. So I would think that it's only about, the upcoming games.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I don't think we're gonna see anything Switch 2 at all.
Mm-hmm.
I There's no way. Next direct potentially it might not be until the next two directs because we get it quarter 2. We could get it spring directs. It's possible, and that's there's a good chance for that. But there's no way that we're getting it tomorrow.
You think we'll get more information about Super Mario Brothers Wonder?
Yeah, I'm sure that it'll be mentioned. I feel like it will. But they did maybe because we just got the direct a week ago for just that.
Yeah.
14-minute direct for just that. So it might be mentioned because it's a winter
just
game.
to keep the hype up, I feel like.
Yeah, that'd be like a Nintendo thing to do. I think it's probably pretty likely that it'll get mentioned. I am pretty excited for that game. I think it looks really cool. It looks like a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
I'm excited. It looks different than like so much, but I think it'll be great.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm glad that it doesn't look like new Super Mario Brothers anymore, though. It kind of wards welcome. I feel like four games. The art style got old. I like this. It's a good change of pace. I feel.
Yeah, just something a little bit different. And then, do you think that they'll go over Pokemon stuff too, like DLC or even that Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, probably the Detective Pikachu. That comes out, I think, in a few months, right? I think that one comes out.
I think in October. So that's pretty close. I feel like we'd have to find something on that. Detective Pikachu Returns.
Yeah, because we don't have like any info on that. I don't know anything about it, really.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any updates.
You think it'll spawn a new movie?
I mean, I'm all for it.
Me too. I love that.
No, I got the little Detective Pikachu on the ground.
Do you?
Right there. The one that I found it.
Oh yeah.
The table's kind of. I don't even know which way is which way. The table's kind of blocking it.
I see it right there on the ground. I love Detective Pikachu. I think it's great.
I know. I love that. That more Sonic, more Mario. Let's go.
Yeah, I like it. I think
more turtles.
More turtles.
More turtles.
Just give us everything. We want it all.
I know. There's apparently keep an eye out, everyone in stores. At Walmart, you could get turtle string cheese, turtle yogurt.
That's too much.
Religiously searching for that stuff. I cannot find it. Yeah.
I was at Walmart today. I would have been in the aisle that like you said string cheese, right?
String cheese. It's like a character pack. Then they also have the yogurt. I think they have a couple different ones. I'm not too sure, but it should have like all the merchandise. Yeah.
What is it? Great Value brand?
I think so.
Isn't that so weird? Like, I never would have thought that like we get Walmart branded, but also TMNT branded, or like any Walmart or like any place like
Disney princesses and some other things, and like Peppa Pig or Bluey or something. Because I look and I'm like, yeah, cartoon. No, not turtles. I get excited every single time.
I have a short coming out right after the podcast, and or sometime later, and it is. I went looking for stuff too in the food aisles, and I found something crazy. At least to me, it's crazy. I'll go ahead and tell you what it is. Um, it's just I don't know what the point of this is, but Super Mario Odyssey is 6 years old, and there's like a Super Mario Odyssey branded Oreo pack like
Yeah.
thing, but it's obviously updated because Switch OLED on it, giveaway on the side. So like why they're promoting that game of like anything else that came out 6 years ago is
Yeah, they
beyond
had
me.
that one, a princess one, Princess Peach one, Yoshi, and then something else. I saw those at one point. I think I might have filmed those, but yeah,
I was gonna message you and ask you about a Sonic what is it, big giant fruit snack thing, but I thought that you already did it, so I didn't grab that.
probably. But yeah,
Pretty
I
sure.
thought the same thing. It was like oh, it was Mario Party, and then it was Mario Odyssey, and then Mario Kart. It was like all these ones that
It's
were
like
like,
old games.
yeah, like nothing new.
Why are they not promoting like something that just came out, or like they used to do? They would always be promoting the brand new stuff. It's so
Yep.
weird. That's very strange. I'm not sure. Um, Mario Kart's really absurd when you think that game was actually a Wii U game. Like they're really promoting that still. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh man.
it's wild. You also think Super Mario RPG?
Oh, if we're gonna see stuff about it tomorrow,
Yeah,
yeah, I bet it'll be mentioned because that one's right around the corner too. I think that one is
November.
that one's November.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, probably. But let me ask you this: what do you think they would show, considering it's just as far as we know, a straight up remake? Like, what are
They
they
gotta
really?
hype it up though. Maybe there's something
That's true.
extra. Who knows?
That'd be cool if there was like some, like some sort of like additional story or something, because we
Yeah.
never got anything else. I remember the Nintendo forums back in the day. Everybody was always wanting, like, they were all over wanting a Super Mario RPG too. Like it was
Yeah.
the thing to talk about all the time. And I mean, I remember them still talking about it all the way up to like, God, it must have been like 2008, 2009 or something. Like still talking about it. Like it was like a 10 out of 10 pedestal. You can't touch a game on the Nintendo forums. I'm talking like the official Nintendo forums. They had all kinds of icons, official icons for Super Mario RPG, because people were like, it was like a weird thing. I don't know what it was, but the game's cool. But I really like the game a lot. You haven't played it, right?
No, I played the first. I haven't.
You played the original.
Yes,
That's cool.
but I haven't played it like recently. It's been a while.
I mean, that's perfect because like you get that if you
Yeah, the
play the new one,
upgraded version of it. If I play it again.
yeah. No, I think it's cool. Like I really like when we get like these sort of remakes like this
Mm-hmm.
for like these standalone games that are stuck on a console that haven't been put on anything. I like that there's been like such a time difference since I played it, because I feel like, oh, it's worth my time to go back to and take in this whole new experience and remember things I forgot about, and,
Yep.
stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, I missed talking about it. Chase said turtle soup. You ever had turtle soup?
Like real turtle
It's
soup.
pretty good. Yeah, actually pretty good.
No, we don't have that around here.
Yeah, what about shark fin soup?
No,
Never had that.
I've heard of all that
It's a pretty
stuff.
popular thing, from what I understand.
The most I've had that was probably like crazy was, I mean, my dad hunts, so
Yeah,
we've had like moose and bear and elk and
yeah,
deer
same.
all the time. But one time down south, I was on like a vacation, and I went to a pig roast.
Yeah, dude, we have those all the time, all summer long.
It was like wild.
You ever? That's the only one you've ever been to?
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone is
very,
so
very
nice
popular.
in the south.
Yeah, they do it for like my daughter's school. They have like a
What?
pig roast fundraiser. Yeah,
No, we have hot dogs and hamburgers at our schools. that was that was like going crazy.
Yeah, no, that's it's a very very common here. Yeah,
Nope.
they do it. They usually do it if it's not like a big family thing, which we've had. Like, my uncle has had those. It's very expensive to get a whole pig though, like very expensive. But no, they often do this for like fundraiser type things. Churches will do them.
No,
Um,
we've had chicken dinners at church. Like the real big like chicken breast with like a leg or something, and then you have like mashed potatoes, all the gravy all over it, some like green beans. Man,
what about them pig roasts? You want to get back to one?
I think it was North Carolina too, the pig roast. North
That sounds.
Carolina barbecue, hot diggity dog. Yeah.
We got Gameta in here from Brazil. What is up?
Wow,
Welcome to the
welcome, welcome.
podcast. It's pretty awesome. Jay said pig picking. Oh man, good old steroid chicken. Oh boy. What's
I
even
know.
happening?
I think we're all pretty hungry. You know how it goes over here. You heard it here first. We're talking about
The food
food. Forget the
podcast.
Nintendo Direct. Forget the PlayStation.
Nobody cares.
Food is where it's at. At least you know what you're getting.
That's true. Well, do you?
It depends. Well,
Do you? He's talking about steroid chicken. Like, do you really know what you're getting?
I know with all like the vegetables, there's like a whole vegetable garden in the back. So
You have a garden?
yeah,
I didn't see it.
cucumbers,
We didn't go
tomatoes.
around your house at all. Like, we didn't check out other stuff. I have to show me next time. I love gardens. I love growing vegetables. I think that stuff's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's gonna like up next year too. Like, I literally was bringing in cucumbers to work and like tomatoes and
Yeah.
all
You
kind
get
like
so many if you do it right. You get so many
yeah,
tomatoes and so many cucumbers. It's like
they
you
just
can
keep
never
growing.
use it all. Yeah, we're always giving them away and stuff too. It's pretty awesome stuff. I love it. And you don't have any like pesticides and things
Yep.
like that, which is pretty
No
cool.
extra stuff added.
Yeah.
It's like fresh. Now, I'm not gonna go crazy and get chickens or anything and raise my own. I'm not doing all that. This is not a farm over here. No farm simulator stuff.
What? Oh man. Well, we'll go
Yeah.
ahead and move on to the PlayStation State of Play stuff. Essentially, we also, like we talked about earlier, it was rumored about both of those being the same day. So a few hours ago, we did get it confirmed for 5 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. Um, I This one is puzzling to me because other than Spider-Man 2, there has
Mhm.
not really been anything like talked about. Um, Nothing, and we just got like a massive price increase. Um,
Yep.
from PlayStation, the 30% price increase on PS Plus. So like I don't know. I really don't know like what could be in store, but I am going to pull up the PlayStation blog post so we can kind of go over that and see what they're talking about. But it just seems unpredictable to me. But we got the article here. It should be up on the screen saying the State of Play returns tomorrow with the focus on upcoming indie and third party releases. Tune in September 4th on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok for updates on games arriving in 2023 and beyond. They're going to be streaming on TikTok as well. Hello, everyone. I'm Sean A. Benson, part of the global third party. We're not going to read all that. Tomorrow's broadcast will focus on updates to previously announced games coming to PlayStation consoles, from indie and PSVR2 highlights to major upcoming titles from our third-party partners. Our latest show has something for everyone. So, I don't
So
know that we're
no,
getting anything new.
yeah, no new stuff. It just sounds like current updates.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's all these like predictions and semi rumors. Didn't hear as much on the PlayStation side because like it's
Mhm.
hard to predict when you they haven't really talked about anything like PlayStation. You never know. The only thing I heard talked about, which I talked about in the video we did this morning, um, was like the Wolverine stuff. They're doing Wolverine as well. but I don't think it's coming anytime soon whatsoever. I feel like for me, I think that that's actually a 2025 game, possibly late 2024, but I don't think it's coming
Mm,
anytime soon. Um, I
probably
think
not.
I think at least a year on that. It's going to be like Spider-Man. It's that type of game for Wolverine. So
Yeah.
those are pretty big games. Um, they're batch developing Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. So like they had, you know, broken up teams working on those two, and probably a team started Spider-Man 2. I feel like before Miles Morales even released or was probably even announced.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I feel like they had to. Like
yeah,
those big title games, you have to plan ahead
yeah,
because
yeah, no,
you already
definitely.
expect this stuff coming out. But we don't know how long this event's gonna be. Because like Nintendo, they set a time frame, but Sony, I didn't see like a time frame. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
didn't
be
either.
so many minutes, an hour. So I guess that kind of depends too on how much stuff we're gonna get. I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I didn't see it either. I was just looking over it again. Didn't see a time. I don't remember any PSVR 2 stuff really talked about before. So they're saying will focus on updates to okay, I missed that the first time.
Uh-huh.
Broadcast will focus, so it doesn't necessarily mean we won't get other stuff.
Yeah.
Um, which is good, I think, because like I would like to see some PSVR 2 stuff, like something to hype up your new device, new essentially console.
I feel like
Um,
they have to because I haven't really heard too much about it. So
no,
you would think
no,
that they'd want to continue hyping that up.
you would think so. You would think so. I thought that they were going to really tackle this more than they did the PSVR, which already didn't get a ton of love.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
mean,
kind of
mine's
surprised.
chilling right there, my first one. It's just collecting dust.
That's what everybody says. Hey, I didn't have one for the first one, but I, mine has already done that. So I don't know. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping they would go like, full forward on this, like dropping all this crazy stuff. I do want to play the Resident Evil 4 remake VR mode when that drops. It may have already came out. I'm not
Mhm.
sure. I don't think it has. But I want to play that. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe we'll hear about that if that hasn't.
yeah, I was actually going to look that up because I'm not too sure. Doesn't look like it. I don't think we've gotten it yet.
Hmm.
So VR mode will be free. DLC, maybe we have. I'm not sure. There's an article from February, so potentially. But if not, I'm sure that that'll be talked about tomorrow.
Hmm.
Chase said the Uncharted rumors start to swirl. I
That'd
did
be great.
predict possibly something being revealed for that, but we
That
also
would
didn't
be
know.
great. Even if it's not fully done yet, even just like a little teaser of, hey, we're working on this.
That was my only like prediction hope sort of thing. Like it was just a sort of thing. I was like, okay, I analyzed kind of the length of time that we've had since Lost Legacy. Plus we got the Nathan I don't think it's called Nathan Drake. That collection that's a remaster for is it Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy maybe, but there was a
I think
remaster that
so.
came out earlier this year and that usually like signifies that we're getting something new for the series. To spark interest,
You
for
think
people that might
anything
not have
Last of
played.
Us?
Uh,
It's still very early on for that.
as far as like a brand new game,
Anything?
yeah, I think there is something we'll probably see tomorrow. Actually, I think it's pretty. There's a good chance that we'll see The Last of Us 2 remake that's already been basically kind of semi-announced. It's been talked about by PlayStation, but
Hmm.
not announced. So if you care, if not, then I think that's probably it. I feel like that would be their next like endeavor with Last of Us because what one of the reasons that they do that is a double dip sales for super fans, but B I think the biggest reason is that people that get that new console, may not have played that on the PS4
Yep.
and backwards compatibility stuff like people don't realistically, I forget what the thing that I read a while ago was, and I kind of already knew this. When somebody gets a new console and it can play the previous console, like 75% of the time, people just don't do that. They
Yeah.
don't get the previous generation games. It could be like a mindset. They're like, oh, I just want to play, new console games for my new console, or like they don't know. They like legitimately don't have any idea. Um, but like most people don't know that you can play NES on your Super Nintendo. So, and
Mm-hmm.
you didn't even hear what I said.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Doesn't
Yep.
happen, but you heard it.
You can play NES on your Atari 2600.
Yeah.
No, seriously though, I think Uncharted would be really cool. I don't know 100% because it is Naughty Dog and like they're working on other stuff, so maybe. But I would love to see that, and it's been I forget what I looked up yesterday. I think 5 years since we got Lost Legacy on the PS4, which was semi-technically like a spin-off game, but I really think that was like a gap way sort of game to the next iteration, like the next step in Uncharted and like where it's going to go. I can't. It's been so long since I played Uncharted 4. I even got that new collection on PS5, but I haven't even touched it yet. I wanted to go back to that because I enjoyed it, but I don't remember the story much. And how did that story go in 4? Do you remember? Did you play 4?
I feel like I started it and then I never finished it.
Yeah, I just don't remember.
It's been a while.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, Lost Legacy came out. It used the assets of 4.
Yeah,
so
I don't think I played that one.
Yeah, that was the one with Nathan Drake's not in it.
Yeah, but I love the whole series. I just watched like a few months back they had the movie of it.
Yeah, so much. Is it good?
Yeah, I liked it. It was entertaining.
Yeah, I need to check it out. I've heard pretty good things.
Yeah, you just got to add it to your list with all the Last of Us and everything else you said that you were going to watch, and you never watched any of the stuff.
Never do. Yeah, so Tech Buzz is bringing up exactly one of the points that was like, heavily talked about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, that it had a PS5 upgrade for Last of Us 2. So they remade 1 and entitled it as a remake. And I think they're still going to try to do it. I mean, I think it kind of doesn't matter if it's a remake. It's not a remaster. If it's like, a remake, like they titled The Last of Us 1, then it's a full new game. So like and I think PlayStation is scummy enough to do this. You can look at it however you want. It may not be scummy for you, like if you're getting a remake, but is it really going to be, the remake for PS5 for 1? Like it wasn't like so much of a remake as it was, like it seemed like more of a remaster because it's really the game with a new skin. Like it's the exact same game. Like nothing's different. Nothing at all is different. It just looks good.
Yeah.
I feel like they would do something like that. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean that Firefly edition, that thing sold out and within 1 minute. I don't know if you remember that.
Yep.
On the PlayStation Store, so that was a big thing. Instantly got scalped for $250, $300.
That's everything now. Doesn't matter what it is. Anything new that comes out.
Yep.
Crazy.
The analog pockets, the glow in the darks that we just talked about. You can get it right now for $500 on eBay. It's sold out.
Like I tried to get it too.
You tried to get it? Yeah, I really want to get one. I kind of don't care about the glow in the dark thing. I actually think it might make it sort of worse because I probably would play it like in the dark a lot. You know what I mean? Like play the system like when I'm chilling before bed or whatever, or sitting at the desk doing stuff. It would have been cool just to get one. I wouldn't have cared. I thought it would have been cool.
Because they had it, they were shipping it out. What, a couple days after?
3 days later.
That was like the best part,
Right, exactly. So what was your experience with it then? You tried right away, like you were there the minute of.
I think I was like a minute late starting because I forgot, and then By the
That's
time I
a
got
noob
on,
move.
I know I didn't even. Usually, you gotta like be
Mm.
logged in. You gotta be
Yep.
logged in to like your whatever payment type. You have to log in all that and then click it. But by the time I got in there, I think I saw it, and then when I clicked on something, it said like sold out.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy with that stuff, man. I thought we were kind of sort of getting past the
No.
gaming stuff all being scalped. Like, it was very heavy in COVID, and I think people were
Well,
very
they like
desperate
marketed
too for
it as
money.
extremely limited,
They
extremely
did.
limited edition,
Yep.
very low production, limited number. Anytime you do any of that, it's like alert, alert. And then I went on to eBay right after, like a
Yep.
minute later, and $500, $500, $500. And I
Yeah.
was like, can't they find those people and cancel all their orders?
I think it would be a detriment to them if they did that. I think there's a lot of business stuff behind it, but I think it would be probably a detriment to them. And I also think this is, tin hat conspiracy theory that a lot of these places are, sending these out so they're getting extra monies, and I think it's happening. I'm not saying the analog's doing that, but I think some of the stuff like this, I'm not talking PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo. I'm talking
Uh-huh.
smaller stuff. This is a very niche thing. Even if it's sold out, still very niche. Like, this is a very target demographic. Um, so it's hard to say, but I think business wise, it would probably be a bad move for them to try to do something like that. Um, even though I'm right there with you, I think reselling's fine, but when it comes to new stuff like this, and you're seriously just ripping people off, like, there's no way around it. You're just ripping them off. You're
Yeah,
doubling the
that's
price of
different.
that's scummy. That is becoming a scummy move. So it's, I don't know. I wish they could, but would they? Probably not. Nobody's done it yet. Like, I can't think of any companies that have cared enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tech Buzz said, "When you only make 10, what do you expect?" I wonder what the number was.
What
Because
was
they
it,
never,
like a couple hundred?
they
Oh,
didn't
it
tell
didn't
us,
say.
right?
It didn't
Yeah,
say.
never. I went on the website for it, like checking it out, because I was very tempted on. I was like, not right now, but yeah, it didn't say numbers, so
Yeah, I didn't see one.
check eBay. I was curious what they're going for right now, last sold, but yeah, that's unfortunate. I think
Yeah, let's
the
see.
biggest thing for me, and I talked about it yesterday. I did a quick Facebook Live, and we were talking about it for like 5-10 minutes.
475, 449, 499, 469. That's what they're listed. Let's see. There's one
Oh, that's list
currently.
price.
Yeah, currently bidded. Now sold. 599, 474, 469, 450, 449, 449, 419, 435.
Dang.
Dang.
Your mic, by the way, your mic audio is shifting bad. It's getting real loud and then coming back down. Like,
Oh,
keeps
that could have
doing
been
it.
me.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. They did. It would have been neat if they did like a glow in the dark dock too to like match it. It would have
Yeah,
been pretty
something.
cool. I think
But
the biggest
you
thing
wouldn't
for
have got
me,
that too.
yeah, yeah, I would have got that. The biggest thing for me with it is being able to plug in that dock, because it makes it instantly capable of being able to stream off that. You have so many options for systems, and the new open firmware for it allows you to access essentially any console you want. Obviously, that gets into the emulation side of things, but having all access thing there with custom firmware, that's, these emulators are constantly being worked on, and some of them work very, very well. It's absolutely unnoticeable. Like, most of NES, I would say, like, when you do check it out, like, you wouldn't be able to notice. There are some games,
Mm.
but anyway, besides that, just even the consoles actually plays Atari Lynx and Game Gear and TurboGrafx, like, all of those all in one, to be able to stream all that, or capture footage, or just be able to play on your TV. It's cool. I mean,
Yep.
and it looks great, and it's Chase keeps selling me on it more and more. He's like, "You got to get one, man. It's like the best thing ever." And they look really cool. So I think Lynx for me, because I have Lynx. It's not modded. Screen's very dim. Like,
Yeah.
it's still playable. but I don't want to mod that particular one because it's a super rare variant of it. Like I want to keep it in the box and
Mm-hmm.
with all because it comes with 5 games and stuff like that. So I really don't want to do anything to it. I've been pretty set on not doing that. So this would be a pretty viable option. The other option for me, find other links or whatever. It's a mod, so
Yeah.
that'd be cool. I think it's sweet. What is this? A staring game? She's like, what is he doing? Drinking zero Mountain Dew.
Gotta drink water.
I got water here too. So I've been drinking lots and lots of water here recently. I've only had a few pops a day now. I just had an excess amount of.
What's a pop?
I don't know if I could ever teach myself to say soda on a regular basis.
Soda, Coke, Pepsi.
When you've been
Sprite.
doing it for 30 years, you know what I mean? That's hard to unlearn something like that.
Mhm.
You can't teach an old dog cool tricks or whatever they say.
No.
Thing just flipped. But yeah, anyway, so I guess we've got also you want to dive in a little bit, talk a little more about I guess Cleveland since we've got that coming up and around the corner next weekend.
Yes. So certainly we're going to do a whole podcast on our experience, at Cleveland. But there's another video game convention coming up. So we are going next weekend. So there will not be one of these podcasts next week. So this is our, chance. Other than our Sunday ones, we'll have this upcoming Sunday, hopefully. So yeah, we're going out. I'm going out to Ohio. This will be my first time in Cleveland. I don't think it's an area that you go to pretty frequently, right?
No, I've not gotten to really check out the area that much. I've been to 2 game stores there before.
Have you been to this convention before?
Yes, yeah, I've been a couple times. It's great. It's a good time, and it's much bigger this year. A lot more going on. So
yeah, so we'll be there. We'll be meeting up with quite a few people. Definitely excited for that, and I'm excited to explore the area, see what it has to offer, and we'll get tons of footage and some things that we're going to be doing out that way. Still working on planning some of those things.
Yeah, we haven't planned everything yet, but we are going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We pretty much cemented that, so that'll be cool. That has nothing to do with Cleveland, but going around there, we don't really get to. Contrary to popular belief, based on a comment we got a couple days ago, we don't actually get to do a lot of other things outside the convention. Or we're pretty busy when we do these,
and we're in completely different areas.
Yeah, we don't know things. So you haven't been there at all. I pretty much haven't done anything else there. Like I said, that I've been there a few times when I was a kid. It just wasn't. It's pretty far from where I'm at, so it just wasn't like Columbus or things like that, Central Ohio, because that's the area I'm in. So I'm looking forward to it. Pretty excited.
Yeah, I want to see what game stores are nearby. Definitely am excited for the convention. How many days is that convention?
3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday's going to be a lot of setup sort of stuff, and I think Saturday will probably be the prime day, as most of these conventions are with the 3 days and stuff. But they've got a lot going on all the days. They've got a full schedule. If you like other things like cosplay or anime, they've got a lot of non-gaming stuff going on. So
yeah, a lot of mix. That's what we like too, because we're into a little bit of everything. We love the toys, we love the games, we love just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. I like all that stuff. I think it's great. And I don't know if they ever put a number out on as far as gaming vendors to other stuff. But I like seeing all the cool stuff. As long as it's not what we saw at, oh my goodness, I won't even say the convention, but we saw some wild stuff last time. That was some crazy stuff, which I'm sure that it won't. But man, I was legitimately shocked at the things that I saw. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if they had any recent updates.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep, I think we're 9 days out today. Maybe it might be 10. 10 days out.
Yeah, they finally released the convention map, so
Yeah, and
let's
I'll
see
pull
what-
up the website too while you're doing that if you find anything.
yeah, let's see what
Free
the
to
map
share.
shows.
People in Gaming Classic, but it looks like a great time.
Yeah, there's like
Definitely
a
looks
whole
like they're
food
putting.
area, food pavilion, restrooms, ATM, seating, vendor expo. It looks like there's quite a bit. Kid zone, tabletop free play, indie devs. Um, let's see, free play arcade and pinball, retro consoles, classics, Tetris Wars, VIP, main stage, special guest cosplay. Um, looks like some more arcade stuff. Stern,
Stern,
pinball.
yeah, Stern is going to be at this one again, aren't they?
Yeah. Magic the Gathering, Tecmo Super Bowl, Gamers Lair, Project Artemis, Unified Esports, Smash Ultimate, Tabletop Free Play. Yeah, it looks like there's quite a bit of stuff going on.
Yeah, sounds great. So I'm showing their little website trailer here, and then this is shown from the past few years and past
Yeah.
few events anyway.
It's
It's
only
always a
going to get
good time.
better.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like they're on a track to just keep growing, and which is great because there wasn't anything else. There are other. I'm sorry, I meant to put this more politely. There's another like big convention like this in that part of Ohio, so it's pretty opposite directions, pretty far apart. So I think it's great. Like if we could get if we could get every corner of Ohio with a big convention and something in the center for everybody to be able to have like a two, at least, under a 2 hour drive to, that'd be awesome for people.
Who were the special guests? Does it say?
I was playing out the video. Let me see if it says here. There's definitely a thing on here. There's all kinds of people coming out. So go to special guests. This is showing a little bit more of some of the stuff there. Preview night. Kids programming activities. So if you have kids, definitely bring them out. I do remember them having a significant area for the kids. It looks like Friday before I could check out the guests. And actually,
Yeah, it says 9 days. Yeah,
Yeah,
9 days. Yep.
Okay.
40 plus special guests this year.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was trying to pull it up and it wasn't clicking there for me, but let's try here. Home, vendors, about.
Yeah, we got our buddy Tech Buzz Gaming who's going to be there.
He is? He told me earlier he wasn't going now. We got, okay. You said there was over 40.
It says it on the website.
All right, well, that's a lot. We got Button Master Jake Silverman, 88-bit Rob Kovacs, Koopa Kids musical guest, Crazy 8 the Great musical guest, Kerry Hoskins, Sonya Blade, and more. Tim Kitzrow, the voice of NBA Jam, Daniel Pacina from Mortal Kombat, Carlos Pacina from Mortal Kombat, Rich DeVizio from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and more. We also got, which I'm pretty excited about this one. I think you would be too. Might have to go talk with her, Tara Sands, who may or may not be coming on the podcast. Do Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Fire Emblem, Hunter x Hunter, and much more. Michael Hegney, Pokemon Super Smash Bros, whole bunch of stuff. Jeff Steitzer, which is really cool, and he was actually at Game On Expo, and I had no idea. He is literally the voice of finish match. He did all the stuff during the game, so anytime you killed somebody, you heard his voice, which is he's iconic as can be with that voice. Like,
very cool.
Yeah, Nathaniel Bandy, he's a YouTuber, Swanky Box YouTuber, Simple Flips, Nintendo, Chari 5, Michael B, the Game Genie, Square Pegs, Darby, Tim Misney, Game Junction, Ray Peters, here's a Animator, Animaniacs, Rugrats, Pinky. That's pretty cool.
Game Junction?
I don't know, who is that? Got some weirdos on there. That's the weirdest looking one. Consulter, Joustron, and Armor Attack. Our buddy Paul Niemeyer did all kinds of stuff, but from Mortal Kombat. Stephen Haywood, the Tech Buzz. Glenn Planamento, Glenn's Retro Show. I know him. I wouldn't mind chatting with him. He's got some great stuff. Shark Boy, special guest. Apparently, a car is a special guest. The Back to the Future car. I don't even know what to say about that.
It probably has feelings, so it's a person.
Well, I've seen him, several times. I don't remember him having feeling, but maybe he does. Rubber City Cosplay, Michelle Gray, Paige, Brad Bibble. These are all special cosplay guests as well. Toby Hickson, 405th Infantry. That's pretty cool. I didn't know they had like a Halo version of that.
Yeah,
Brooke, Small Pumpkin, Caleb, Dat Boy Builds, J Snips, Daygrim. So they've got all their Instagrams there if you want to go follow them. But yeah, they got a lot of people, man.
they do. Yeah,
Probably,
this will be fun. This will be a fun time.
I think so too. Definitely a lot of people we haven't gotten to chat with. Several people we have. We know quite a few of the people going out. So
Yeah,
that's cool, man. I think it's great. I think it's gonna be a good time. I'm especially looking forward to chatting with Kovacs Time Machine. I think that's a great guest, and I'm pretty excited for it.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you? You excited for Kovacs Time Machine?
I'm just excited in general.
Yeah. All right. Well, me too. I'm very excited. I also wanted to bring up a few other things for it, real quick, because it's hard to you haven't been yet, and there's only so much that we can say about it. But we do got a lot of plans for filming and stuff. We still got to get a game plan together because these take a good bit of planning, and it's 3 days. Where I thankfully this one's only a few hours for me this time. They've been pretty far for a lot of them, and this one is a bit of a travel for you, and you're driving. So you're leaving Friday morning, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I think it was going to be Thursday, but I think it's going to be Friday now.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
didn't
what
want
you're
it to
telling
be.
me.
I didn't want it to be like Thursday night and then hit all this traffic. So I think it'll just be early Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna. I believe we're leaving pretty early too. It's a little over 2 hours, but also like checking in at wherever we need to go, and maybe if we are able to leave like early enough and stuff, and sort of sync the time together that we're gonna be all getting into the city at least, like might be able to give a little time of a game plan and kind of figure
Mm-hmm.
out what's around the area and like get ready for you to arrive if you're a little bit later or whatever. So like trying to find stuff for us to do as well.
Yep.
Take advantage of being in the area because like even though it's 2 hours from me, I probably won't be there again until next year. The next Cleveland Gaming Classic, honestly. So definitely like taking advantage of checking things out when we can.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see what's different because that's one thing that we love at all of these different conventions. You get to see what is different than your area.
Yeah,
So there's like all these game stores in your area, but then you go to a different area and you're like, wow, I never see this stuff in my game stores. Or wow, they
right.
have all this stuff. Or wow, this is insane. So it's cool to go to each and every single one because we take away a lot of good stuff at each and every single one. I don't think that we've had even like our quote unquote like bad,
Yeah,
experience. We've still, turned that into a positive. We've had a blast. We got to talk with people,
yeah,
hang
I
out.
agree.
Yeah. So there are no bad conventions. It's just things that we dislike, but there's a lot of great things.
I learned a lot of great things to not do at too many games, and like what I mean, like what not to do as a convention, and things to
Yeah.
maybe improve on next year. Um, yeah, I think I take away positive from all of them, and then if I know the person, I usually tell them, hey, maybe you should try to do this next year. Like this might be a pretty cool suggestion for next year to
Yeah.
improve this part
Positive
because
feedback.
exactly. Yeah, because I mean, we would want the same thing. We're the same way. Like anything, you got something to add to like something we did or like critique it. Like I'm all for that. I think it's great stuff. So I wanted to talk about a few of the games here, the indie games, shine some spotlight on some of these because there's a couple I'm pretty excited
Yeah, I've
about.
heard of Little Nemo.
Yes, yeah, you remember Little Nemo on the NES?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting a new one, which is crazy. You should, if you haven't seen it, you gotta check out the trailer. It looks really cool,
Huh.
like super exciting. So that was one I wanted to talk about. But There's a few others I have not heard of. Absence of Lights, Squish Studio. Oh, that's Super Dungeon Designer, which that's pretty
Oh, I
cool.
think I've heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of that one as well. Mole
Mole Maiden.
Maiden. You know what that reminds me of? Can you click on it? Dang, that reminds me of. Gosh, what is it? I love the game too. Drill Dozer on the GBA. Do you remember that?
Oh,
That might be like that. We might have to look that up.
huh.
It's giving
Yeah,
me that sort of
I
vibe
see
there.
it. I see it. Yeah.
That could be pretty cool. We got this game called One Bit, The Grip of Madness, The Secrets of Hope, The Trials of Beetle, Squared. I can't read that one. Something of Spires. I apologize. I can't click on it, and I don't have my glasses on. But Sea of Spires, I believe. Glitch Bit, uh, Booper Gets Home, Tank Mayhem, Cracked Mug Games. It doesn't say what that game's called. Maybe it's just called Cracked Mug. Overbowed, which has that green Game Boy aesthetic. So if
Yeah.
that's like one of those sort of games, I'm all I do. I'm such a sucker for original Game Boy stuff, and especially the ones that can actually play on the system. So it's like this is a brand new Game Boy game. I love that stuff. Echo Blade, QB Botanical Breakout. That looks cool.
That
It's
looks
like a
neat.
PS1 style game.
Yeah. It
Based on
says
the
PC
cover.
computer. Yeah, that's neat.
Interesting. Andrew Groots. I assume that's the name of that game. The Drain from Cubicorn Games and Daisy Flies to the Moon. So
Huh.
that's cool stuff there. Definitely pretty awesome. So
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We'll do a full recap on this convention, and then we'll announce some of our other conventions that we're going to afterwards. But we definitely are looking forward to it. We're excited.
for sure.
We're excited for Sunday. And then I believe that week we're going to have a pre-recorded podcast that we'll have to get up.
Yeah, first Sunday. Yep. I gotta get that
So
uploaded.
stay tuned because
So
we'll still have, things coming out.
One thing that kind of sucks though about the few that we did get pre-recorded is they're in the old
on the
style.
other style. Yeah.
So it's like flashback. But they're great guests. We had some great guests. We have
great topics. We had a great time.
It was awesome. So those were so much. I had so much fun doing those. So
yeah, great people that you guys should follow. Things that you guys should look out for, and we had a great time.
For sure. Well, you're not feeling the best, so we'll go ahead and wrap up here. Have a shorter show tonight, so you can get some rest and things, and get prepared for work tomorrow. But we appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. We had a new video drop today. Talking about the direct and the state of play if you want to hear more about what we have to say. And we will be back again, hopefully Sunday, and we will see you all later. Have a great night, everyone.